Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, April 27th, 2015. There are 18 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 4:30 with calendar item number 1, the Public Works Committee, chaired by Councilor Ira Novoselsky, along with Councilors Arthur F. Guanasso, Charles J. Patch Sr., and Stephen Reardon. They have 3 items that they're going to discuss. First, pursuant to Council Order 14-256, this is regarding a motion presented by Councilor Powers relative to the operational failure of the tide gate at the B&M tracks. Second, pursuant to Council Order 15-029, a representative from Globe Direct will appear before the committee to discuss the distribution of Globe Direct flyers. And third, an update on pothole repair throughout the city. Then at 5:30, we move on to calendar item number 2, the Committee of the Whole meeting, which will distribute certificates of commendation to the Anti-Bullying Coalition. The original motion was presented in the Council on March 23, 2015 by Councilor Morabito, and it states that the Revere City Council present the members of the ABC Club, the Anti-Bullying Coalition at the Rumney Marsh Academy, the RMA, with a certificate of commendation for their anti-bullying efforts by promoting a message of acceptance and tolerance at the RMA and volunteering in the community. Advised by the school adjustment counselor, Ms. Lisa Gendreau, the students in the ABC Club hosted various events this year, including poster contest, banners with pledges, and were recipients of the Boston vs. Bullies educational program. The ABC Club created ornaments for the City Hall holiday tree and decorated in the theme of the Light It Up Blue for the Autism Awareness Campaign. The ABC Club and its members stand together against bullying by fostering a safe learning environment where students can build positive relationships in middle school. At 6 p.m., we move on to the City Council meeting, which begins with a salute to the flag, the roll call of members, and the approval of the journal of the meeting held on April 13th, 2015. Then it's on to calendar item number 3. Pursuant to Council Order 15-071, certificates of recognition will be awarded to the Revere Texans for winning the U8 championships. Calendar item number 4. Pursuant to Council Order 15-078, a hearing has been called as ordered upon the proposed loan order in the amount of $250,000 for CY-2015 CWSRF Planning Project number 3955. Notice is hereby given that the Revere City Council will conduct a public hearing on Monday evening, April 27, 2015, at 6 p.m. in the City Council of Joseph A. Del Grasso City Council Chamber of Revere City Hall, 281 Broadway, Revere, Massachusetts, relative to the following proposed loan order. CY-2015 CWSRF Planning Project number 3955. The $250,000 is appropriated for the purpose of financing the planning of a fats, oils, and grease, that is, FOG study, including without limitation all costs thereof as defined in Section 1 of Chapter 29C of the General Laws as most recently amended by Session Law Acts of 1998, Chapter 78. That to meet this appropriation, the Treasurer, with the approval of the Mayor, is authorized to borrow $250,000 and issue bonds or notes therefore under Chapter 44 of the General Laws and or Chapter 29C of the General Laws as most recently amended by Session Law Acts of 1998, Chapter 78, that such bonds or notes shall be general obligations of the city unless the Treasurer, with the approval of the Mayor, determines that they should be issued as limited obligations and may be secured by local system revenues as defined in Section 1 of Chapter 29C, as most recently amended by Session Law Acts of 1998, Chapter 78. that the treasurer, with the approval of the mayor, is authorized to borrow all or a portion of such amount from the Massachusetts Water Pollution Abatement Trust established pursuant to Chapter 29C, as most recently amended by Session Law Acts of 1998, Chapter 78, and in connection therewith to enter into a loan agreement and or a security agreement with the trust, and otherwise to contract with the trust and the Department of Environmental Protection with respect to such loan and for any federal or state aid available for the project or for the financing thereof, and that the mayor is authorized to enter into a project regulatory agreement with the Department of Environmental Protection to expand all funds available for the project and to take any other action necessary to carry out the project, and that the treasurer is authorized to file an application with the Municipal Finance Oversight Board to qualify under General Laws, Chapter 44A, any and all of the bonds, and to provide such information as the board may require for these purposes. And it's attested to by Ashley E. Melnick, City Clerk for the City of Revere. Calendar item number 5. Pursuant to Council Order 15-082, a hearing has been called as ordered upon the application presented by National Grid for locations along Walnut Street Extension. National Grid requests permission to locate poles, wires, and fixtures, including the necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures along and across the following public way: Walnut Street Extension, National Grid to install two 40-foot by 3-foot poles and 170 feet plus or minus of 2 to 4-inch PVC conduits. Wherefore it prays that after due notice and hearing as provided by law, it be granted a location for and permission to erect and maintain poles and wires together with such sustaining and protecting fixtures as it may find necessary, said poles to be erected substantially in accordance with the plan filed herewith, number 181-46676, March 19th, 2015. Also for permission to lay and maintain underground laterals, cables, and wires in the above or intersecting public ways for the purpose of making connections with such poles and buildings as each of said petitioners may desire for distributing purposes. Your petitioner agrees to reserve space for one cross arm at a suitable point on each of said poles for the fire, police, telephone, and telegraph signal wires belonging to the municipality and used by it exclusively for municipal purposes. Calendar item number 6. Pursuant to Council Order C-15-01 and 15-081, a hearing has been called as ordered upon the special permit application of Flight Car of San Francisco, California, who is seeking permission from the Revere City Council to operate a rental car service at number 85 American Legion Highway, Revere, Massachusetts, which is located within the TED District. The operation of a rental car service is allowed only by special permit within the TED District. Calendar item number 7 is the Public Works Committee report. Calendar item number 8 is a communication from the City Clerk relative to the approval of the surety bond of John J. Henry, the parking clerk for the City of Revere, dated April 27th. For your approval is the surety bond for John J. Henry, parking clerk for the City of Revere, in the amount of $10,000. Please approve and forward a copy to the City Treasurer. Calendar item number 9. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to a proclamation for National Nurses Week, dated April 23rd, 2015. Dear Council members, I am requesting to appear before the City Council on Monday, April 27th, 2015, in support of the attached proclamation regarding National Nurses Week. Thank you for your courtesy and cooperation. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. The proclamation for National Nurses Week, whereas the nearly 3.1 million registered nurses in the United States comprise our nation's largest health care profession, and whereas the depth and breadth of the registered nursing profession meets the different and emerging health care needs of the American population in a wide range of settings. And whereas the American Nurses Association, as the voice for the registered nurses of this country, is working to chart a new course for a healthy nation that relies on increasing delivery of primary and preventive health care, and whereas a renewed emphasis on primary and preventive health care will require better utilization of all of our nation's registered nursing resources, and whereas professional nursing has been demonstrated to be an indispensable component in the safety and quality of care of hospitalized patients, and whereas the demand for registered nursing services will be greater than ever because of the aging of the American population, the continuing expansion of life-sustaining technologies, and the explosive growth of home health care services, and whereas more qualified registered nurses will be needed in the future to meet the increasingly complex needs of healthcare consumers in this country, and whereas the cost-effective, safe, and quality healthcare services provided by registered nurses will be an ever more important component of the United States healthcare delivery system in the future, and whereas, along with the American Nurses Association, having declared the week of May 6th through 12th as National Nurses Week with the theme Ethical Practice, Quality Care, in celebration of the ways in which registered nurses strive to provide safe and high-quality patient care and map out the way to improve our healthcare system, therefore be it resolved that I, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor, ask for all residents of this city to join me in honoring the registered nurses who care for all of us, and be it further resolved that the residents of Revere, Massachusetts celebrate registered nursing's accomplishments and efforts to improve our healthcare system and show our appreciation for the nation's registered nurses, not just during this week, but at every opportunity throughout the year. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Daniel J. Rizzo, Mayor of the City of Revere, do hereby proclaim May 6th through 12th, 2015 as National Nurses Week in the City of Revere. Calendar item number 10. This is a communication from Verizon relative to relocating a jointly owned pole on Hitchborn Street. Verizon New England Incorporated and National Grid Electric Company request permission to relocate poles, wires, cables, and fixtures, including anchors, guys, and other such necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures along and across the following public way or ways: Hitchborn Street, relocate a jointly owned pole, number 2051, approximately 13 feet in an easterly direction. Also for permission to lay and maintain underground laterals, cables, and wires in the above or intersecting public ways for the purpose of making connections with such poles and buildings as each of said petitioners may desire for distributing purposes. Your petitioners agree to reserve space for one crossarm at a suitable point on each of said poles for the fire, police, telephone, and telegraph signal wires belonging to the municipality and used by it exclusively for municipal purposes. Calendar item number 11. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Mr. Michael Slomich as a constable, dated April 21st, 2015. Dear City Council, as I hereby am requesting the City Council's confirmation of Mr. Michael Slomich of Revere, Massachusetts as a constable for the City of Revere. In accordance with the provisions of Chapter 41, Section 91 of the Massachusetts General Laws, this reappointment is granted for a period of 3 years unless sooner revoked by the Mayor, the Chief of Police, or the Honorable City Council. Mr. Slomich has been advised that the Appointments Subcommittee will be contacting him shortly with a date and a time to appear before them concerning this reappointment. Signed, very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 12. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the appointment of Pelletier and Millbury Corporation as a licensed drain layer, dated April 21st, 2015. Dear Council members, please be advised that in accordance with provisions of Title 13, Chapter 13.08, Section 13.08.435 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere as most recently amended, I hereby request that Pelletier and Millbury Corporation of Danvers, Massachusetts, be appointed as a licensed drain layer. Please take careful notice that all drain layer licenses expire on April 1st annually unless sooner revoked by the mayor and the council. Mr. Paris Pelletier has been advised that he will be contacted directly by the appointment subcommittee with a date and time to appear before them concerning this appointment. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 13, pursuant to Council Order 15-090. This is a motion presented by Councilor Arrigo that a certificate of recognition be awarded to Rick and Jodi Freni of the Little Rookie Foundation for their efforts to raise awareness and support for autism. Calendar item number 14. This is a motion presented by Councilor Novoselsky that the mayor include in the fiscal year 2016 DPW budget or capital improvement plan the sealing of the existing passageway holes and burrows under and around the public stairs between Campbell Avenue and North Shore Road with cement so that rodents cannot gain access to properties abutting that staircase. This request is made in the public safety interest of residents and school children using this passage year-round to attend the Garfield School and have recreation at Curtis Park. Calendar item number 15. This is a motion presented by Councilor Novoselsky that the mayor requests the city planner to include Hitchborn Street from the Revere Beach Parkway to Lee Burbank Highway on the street and sidewalk capital improvement list for FY 16 or 17. Calendar item number 16. This is a motion presented by Councilor Arrigo, pursuant to Council Order 15-093, that the mayor requests the Director of Finance in coordination with the assistance of the appropriate city departments to provide the City Council with a projected budget detailing the estimated cost of the St. Mary's Ball Field renovations. Calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 15-094. This is a motion presented by Councilor Arrigo that the following ordinance amendment be ordered to a public hearing. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Revere as follows. Section 1, Section 2.12.130, financial impact statements of the revised ordinance of the City of Revere is hereby amended by inserting the following paragraphs. Prior to the final vote of any bond authorization which comes before the City Council, the Director of Finance, with the assistance of the appropriate city departments, shall provide the City Council with a projected budget schedule detailing the actual or estimated cost of said bond authorization to the city. And prior to the final vote on any bond authorization which comes before the City Council, the Director of Finance shall also provide the City Council with an updated debt schedule detailing all bonded debt incurred by the city and detailing the future financial impact of said bond authorization to the city. And prior to the final vote on any bond authorization which comes before the City Council, the Director of Finance shall provide the City Council with a debt service schedule detailing the future financial impact of said bond authorization to the city. Calendar item number 18, pursuant to Council Order 15-095. This is a motion presented by Councilor Arrigo that the following ordinance amendment be ordered to a public hearing. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Revere as follows. Section 1, Section 2.12.100, voting on expenditures of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere is hereby amended by inserting the following paragraph. In accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 53A, a vote of the City Council shall be required for the expenditure of any grants or gifts from the federal government and from any charitable organization, private corporation, or any individual, or from the Commonwealth, a county or municipality or agency. And this has been before the Council. A reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, April 27th, 2015. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the Council.